All right, guys, here we go. Tyson Fury, he announced that he will be fighting in London. Surprisingly, London, December 5th at Robert Hall. Before I get into this video, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Dislike, give it a thumbs down. If you really like the video, please subscribe to the channel because we just hit 1,000 subs. So we're now in the game. And if you really like the video, hit that notification bell. That way you can get updated when I drop the newest content like this. Now, Tyson Fury is out here saying that he is going to be fighting December 5th in London at Robert Hall, as I said earlier. However, I have a question for everybody. I thought his British license to be able to fight in London was suspended. I thought he chose to come to America because he didn't want to go through the whole UCAD thing with the boar meat. So I'm a little confused on when he got his license back to fight in London because he just forfeited it so he wouldn't have to deal with them a while back. With that being said, how do I feel about him fighting an unnamed fighter? Forgot to say that. I don't feel bad about it. I would have liked to see him in there with Deontay Wilder. But again, if you are a Deontay Wilder fan, I think the longer it goes in between with them out fighting, without them fighting, is the better for Wilder. Wilder needs time to prep, needs time to get better, needs time to get more technical and not be so reliant on his power. So the longer he can wait to fight Tyson Fury, I really do feel it's beneficial for him in the third match. With that being said, also, I do not blame Tyson Fury for looking for another partner because Deontay Wilder is not out here saying that, he's going to fight him. He's not out here saying much of anything. So I don't know if Wilder still wants to fight. I don't know if he's retiring. I don't know what's going on with Deontay Wilder because he did admit that he had not been sparring and he got injured, which he actually had already said that he got an injury during the fight a long time ago. It's just a lot of people miss it in the news. So with that being said, I feel like Tyson Fury needs to move on. You cannot wait forever. You cannot stay stagnant and you cannot stop your career because somebody else can't make the fight date. Now, I know they had a contract, but again, I believe they're saying the contract date has ran out. So if the contract date has ran out, he's no longer liable to have to fight him. So again, that just reaffirms that he needs to fight somebody else. So he's not just sitting on the bench. So he's not just getting out of shape. So he's, you gotta stay fight ready. And the only way to stay fight ready is to fight. So the longer you go without fighting, your reaction time slows down and you just get rusty. So I do believe that he should be getting in there and fighting if Deontay Wilder is not going to step up to the plate in December. Now, with that being said, there is one thing that I have to be critical about Tyson Fury about, and it's this. He's not fighting Anthony Joshua. We know Anthony Joshua is fighting Pulev, right? So with that being said, we know he's going to fight a lesser tier opponent, okay? A lesser tier opponent. Here's my issue with that. Whenever Dillian White was his mandatory, he was talking about vacating the belt just to avoid fighting Dillian White, stating that the belts don't mean anything. They're just pieces of metal. Pretty much they're trinkets. They don't mean much, okay? They're just there for the display case, and that's all. So my thing is this. He didn't want to fight anybody else but Deontay Wilder. If not Deontay Wilder, he wanted AJ. Only a championship fight is all he was interested in. But the minute Dillian White loses and he no longer has a mandatory, he's willing to fight some other random person. That's my issue that I have with this. I have no issues with him moving on from Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder can't make the fight or is not willing to make the fight. Cool, don't wait for him. But I do have an issue with a guy who stated that he would drop his belt just not to fight his mandatory. That's insane to me. That's why things like this make me not really like Tyson Fury because he seems very hypocritical in what he says. So again, let me know what y'all think about that. Do y'all agree that he should move on and fight somebody else? Do y'all think he should wait for Deontay Wilder? And do you think it's a little funny that when he had his mandatory Dillian White, before Dillian White got knocked out by Povetkin, he was not going to fight him. He was all about, nope, I either want Wilder or AJ, nobody else. Nobody's going to get in between that. And then all of a sudden, whenever White gets knocked out, he's open to fight anybody. Again, hit up the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about that. Thank y'all for watching.